Hello everyone and welcome to Moonride, where we are channeling the man in the moon. Today I'd like to know about Robert Mueller. I know I already did a channel on this, but I really want to know when he's going to testify and what's holding up his testimony. And we'll take a look at that right now. Well, I will always wind up in this office, especially if it's about Mueller and Barr. And again, I'm in this particular office with a fireplace that overlooks the Washington Monument. And I just have this feeling that Mueller's boxed in. It's not a question necessarily even of his choices. He's just boxed in. You know, there's sort of Barr there and Trump sort of in the background. And it's just being sort of limited by these walls. I think we have to understand that although it might seem like Mueller has the choice, he doesn't necessarily have the choice. It's going to be extremely fraught no matter what he does. It will always appear partisan to certain people, and that's a problem, right? If we're interested in justice, we have to have Mueller come out and be completely objective. So he's really trying to figure out how to do this. I don't think that this is, what's the word? I don't think it's a mistake. I think that he is trying to figure out exactly how to do this for the best effect. And he has every intention, in my mind, of presenting the information. He's just trying to figure out how he can do that and appear objective. And he's very intelligent, so he is thinking about this. And he has to also manage the factors of Trump and Barr, who are going to try to suffocate everything that he does. I think it's important to note that in this image, I sort of have a feeling of him being smarter than those two. It gives me a cause for hope. Okay, it's always funny how the outside world affects my reading. I'm just hearing Carl, policeman outside. So I'm thinking this is emergency time. And he is aware. That's the message that I get from the sirens. He's aware that this is very serious. And that it's progressing towards an urgent situation. He knows that it's important for him to testify. That's my feeling. And he's calculating very carefully. And he's looking at Barr like, how can I get around this guy? And he's leaving the office, which might very well mean when he leaves office, he will have the freedom to say this in a different way. But as he's literally walking out the door, you get the feeling that he's smarter. And he's got his own plan despite what Barr wants to do. Now, Barr immediately gets on the phone with Trump and tells him, oh, yeah, Mueller just left. Yeah, be prepared. What should we do? How should we strategize? And Trump is going to do the usual, just attack, attack, attack. He's going to start attacking Mueller because they get that he is going to testify. One good thing about this is if they put these two people, we put Trump and Mueller side by side, most people know who is the trustworthy person. So in some sense, they will be sitting side by side. We can watch Trump attack and attack and attack fruitlessly, and then we watch Mueller not attack and just come out with the truth. That is going to be significant for those people who are sort of sitting in the middle trying to decide what we should do. Mueller is going to be decisive. He's going to be very direct and calm. And he's going to break some kind of rules. He's not going to do necessarily what they expect him to do, because I see him sort of like almost storming into the Senate and everybody being surprised. And imagine like you've got one of those like boards that you're going to show information on. Imagine him breaking it in two and saying, forget that. He's not going to follow a form, or he's not going to follow a rule that is expected of him. I do kind of get the feeling that he's figured out that he's the one person that can, essentially save the Republic. He does not want that role, but that's the role that he has been given. And he's very much contemplating this. He's very much an honest broker, and he's a good leader, but he doesn't like to grandstand. He's very much a patriotic person in that sense. Yeah, I really see him going there and breaking it all up and just going, forget that format. That's nonsense. Let me tell you the truth. And everybody being like, what? You're not following the rules? What? Again, I see this as jaw-dropping stuff. I see the senators, particularly Klobuchar, just with her jaw open, like, whoa, did he really just do and say that? And it's across the board, like one after another. It's like a wave that hits them. Everybody is surprised, and people are withholding their breath, like they're waiting for the end of the movie. Lindsey Graham is giving him some grief. He's really upset. Other Republicans are less assertive in their statements about him. Okay, what's Mueller? Anything more about Mueller? Is there anything he's going to tell us? Can we get specific? Okay, so the old adage, open a can of worms. There's something about the report we have not been told. He's opening up this, again, a new can of worms. That's what it feels like. He's opening up something that we did not know yet. Spirit, do we get to know what time? What date? April, let's see. So what date? Can't be April. Okay, maybe that's August I'm seeing. It's a letter A. I get the beginning of August, maybe August 2nd. So Spirit, can you tell me anything more about August? Is it going to be August? Tell me any more about the time. Well, it's funny because I keep getting fall. So it seems like it might be after August, but maybe not. Okay, now I'm getting like ripe fruit. So maybe it is August. Okay, again, I'm getting the ripe fruit. I'm not a farmer. I don't know when fruit comes ripe. I think it is. I think it's August. Just a guess here, but that's sort of confirming my August dates. August. Okay, that's as close as I can get is August. I'm not sure that this date is clear at all. It's not yet certain. As true with any reading, things change. We don't know for certain. I think that it's August, but that is a tentative date because things can happen. People change. Is there anything else we should know, Spirit, regarding Mueller, Trump? Trump is very, very concerned about what Mueller will say. I don't know what this means, but when we used to have landlines, I see telephone cords, 2 of them, and he's trying to rip them. Maybe that's like he doesn't want Mueller on TV. Well, Spirit, will it be live, or will we have to hear about it secondhand? So will it be live? I am getting that it will be live. I see televisions, I see cameras. Just to triple confirm, is there anything else you can tell me? Okay, now I'm getting a antenna. I do believe that it will be live. It's funny too, because there's a nurse involved. Somewhere I see a nurse. I wonder if there's some indication of an illness somewhere, or whether it's just nursing it along. It'll be nursed along for a while until we get to it. So what does the nurse mean? Well, now I'm kind of getting, it's almost like she's got an injection and it's like lifeblood. So I think that this will give, Mueller will give lifeblood to the, just the whole pile of evidence that we have against Trump. It will be as a shot in the arm. She's giving Mueller a shot in the arm. So it will be a real game changer. It's very difficult right now to be patient. Our whole democracy hangs in the balance, and we're watching, news. We were expecting everything to happen in 5 minutes. But the reality is that's not how things work. These things will take a while to work out. They won't be endless, but they will take a bit of time, and that's normal. So understand that we're in an information age where things are really sped up. That doesn't mean that the world, the information that we're going to get, it really is getting sped up. The core information, I should say. It takes a little bit of time. And people like Mueller and Nancy Pelosi, they're aware of this. They know that it is an immature society that demands things instantly. People who are wise, who have been around a little bit longer, they know how this information just comes out when it needs to. And I'm getting trust Pelosi. The image that I see right now is Pelosi looking really smart, looking really good. She's got her hands on her hips. She does not look worried. So don't be so sure that she is against this impeachment. She might just be playing her cards really, really well. I get that these 2 people are very smart, and they are playing this wiser than Trump. And I get in this image that they're working together. I don't know if that actually means contact between each other, but on some level, on an even a greater spiritual level, those 2 are working together. And they are really the mutual force that appears to be, in my vision right now, defeating Trump. He's fading, they're rising. That's how I perceive this. All right? Thanks for watching.